It's Wargaming here. How we doing? As you know, I've been getting ready for the Coventry GT. This video is going to be one a little different. Talked before how I'm going to try to do different stuff with the channels and everything like that. One of those, which I was going to speak to the lovely Angela of the lovely Potteries Gaming, and I think I'm going to try to push that up a little more, was to bring other people in who help this community, because that's what this is all about. You guys get to follow my journey, but also share this awesome community that us wargamers are. But on a little more of a somber note, as you guys know, I volunteer at Potteries Gaming. October 20th, last night, a group of youths had caused some issues and ended up assaulting and hurting some customers and staff at Potteries Gaming. This is a safe place. Like, this is a hard video for me to make. Potteries Gaming is my home. It's something I think a lot of us, definitely my age or older, we didn't grow up with places like these gaming cafes and all that. You know, we were in people's basements or everything else. Having a safe, inclusive place for anyone at any time is important. Angela does have a GoFundMe set up for to help get some CTV, because the CTV outside was not able to catch their faces. That way, hopefully nothing else will happen, but if it did, we would be able to have full video monitoring of it. And to help grow the back, which we've slowly been working on having more space for more games and get more people in. It's important for the community to have a safe place to go, and be that to just have a cup of coffee, roll some dice, hang out no matter what your age. I mean, the thing I love about Potteries Gaming and love about this hobby or just tabletop gaming in general is, be it running a D&D campaign, to playing war games, to playing Magic. Magic's a little different, or even Pokemon. I'm 30. I'll be sitting there as a 30-year-old, and another person at the table will be, 13 for D&D, and then the one next to them is 50, 60 years old. This hobby, it's about passion, and that passion we all have for what we do overdoes any age barriers and lets community be grown. Community that we wouldn't have anywhere else. I think protecting this community, and be it locally at Stoke-on-Trent with Potteries Gaming and Hanley, supporting them anywhere, another awesome local one, Bolt Storm Games. They're another great place for people. Small businesses are struggling in general right now, so please go to your local game shops. I won't be one to say, oh, don't go to the big GW store, this or that, but they're good for the community too. But your small game shops, the people there, all us who work at places like that, none of us do it for a paycheck. We all do it because we've been where you are in this hobby, or where you might have been at one place where you didn't have anywhere to go, didn't have people to talk to or hang out with it, but you were just really passionate about it. So we've put our time, our energy, everything into making a safe, awesome place for you to go, for people to hang out with shared interests or get new interests. So I guess the kind of a little bit of a rambling video, but the part of this video is, first and foremost, always please go down, become part of your local gaming club, your LGT, your local gaming store. Because those are what have grown my hobbies. I started this when I lived in the US, in Columbus, and I would go to Guard Tower and Guard Tower East, or Guard Tower West. I went to both Guard Towers. I then, got some of the best friends that I still talk to this day from there. Really helped push what I wanted to do. Then when I came over here, we had a games workshop, and it was COVID. We had a games workshop, went down there, played a couple games. And just about that same time that I was really trying to get back into the community here, I was already doing some stuff with building the tables, working with Duncan Spanner Brothers, stuff like that. But by the time I was really trying to get into a place, that is when the Geek Retreat in Stoke had opened. So I started volunteering my time there, and then my son got sick, our oldest, and that's how Bear's Army came to be, and they were more than happy to help me grow a way to help kids in the hospital, and they became a family, and they were just a support. And then about a year ago, they unfortunately had to shut down, and that's when Angela, who was the manager over there, I had messages from the wargaming community. She was getting messages from everybody else of where do we go? We don't have our home anymore. So she's put everything she had into opening up Potteries Gaming. The first 6 months, we did good enough to be able to move locations, got a bigger building. I might not have had the money to put in. That's why I'm a great channel to watch. I'll show you all the cheap ways to war game, because I just about always broke. But I like it that way. But I put my time in because it was something that was also very important to me, and all the volunteers, the directors, everything there at Potteries Gaming CIC, they do this for the love of it. And then luckily on my journey, I started getting into what is now leading me to do more competition gaming with Heath Wargaming, with Jack from Heath Wargaming, and he started taking me down to tournaments at Boltstorm and Leak. Ant was just immediately one of the nicest people I ever met. Immediately loved all the stuff I did. Never been there before in my life, and now, even if I don't talk to him every day or anything else, I'd put Ant up there as close friend, almost. Actually, I do. He's a good guy. I know he'd have my back if I ever needed it, and I got his. So Boltstorm and League, great place. Please stop by there to run some awesome tournaments. But me and him had talked. Working with Angela, I've talked to her a lot, and we all come out with the same thing. We don't do this for money. We do it because we love it, and it's what we want to do. So for what happened last night at not Geek Retreat, but at Potteries Gaming, it's kind of broke my heart. I'm not gonna let it stop my drive. Be back in there, making that place even better. Hopefully, if we get tons of money on this GoFundMe or not, I'll make it as cheap as possible as I can. I'll still be building tables and growing the space so people have a place to go. It's where my workshop is, to build the tables for Expo, for UK Games Expo, because I will be building a Marcher table for Marcher Empires of War from Golden Dragon. I'm going to do some videos on that. That might be pushed back on the start of those a little bit right now while we're getting stuff figured out. But it's just something important to support your communities, be it the 5 of you who get together at each other's house once a week or your local shop. But the big thing is, if it's your local shop, go down there, buy a bottle of paint, buy a pop. If you can do your big purchases there, even better, but just anything helps them keep the lights on. It makes them smile, and it just makes us smile knowing you've come down and that you enjoy being there. Best thing I can ever hear when I'm working behind that counter is, "Oh, thank you, you guys helped us find what we wanted or get into whatever we're getting into, and we'll be back, can't wait to be back." And it's not a ka-ching, oh, they're going to come every week. It's I've helped somebody find that safe place, a place they can come and be themselves and do what they want to do. So just huge shout out to Angela and everyone at Potteries Gaming. I will put the link to the GoFundMe in this video. And huge shout out to Bolt, Storm, and Leak and Ant. You are freaking awesome, man. Keep it up for everyone. Anybody who runs a shop, even if I don't know you, keep it up. Like, I will. My partner hates me. The first thing I do when we go to little towns or stuff, visit anywhere, is I find the local shop, and even if it's just a 2 pound pot of paint, I'll buy something from just about every game shop in town. Just it shows them the support, but it also it's who I am now. You know, it's this life. I am getting ready for Coventry. I am still going on with my journey. I'm still going to be working on the tables. I'm not letting this might push back the starts of some projects, mostly just because those projects, as much as I think they're great, and I can't wait to show you guys all those, the most important thing is making sure the shop and the community are safe and have a place to go. Videos should still be coming. I know I was going to try to do one a week this week. Still try to, but if there is some delays in them, that's what it is. This is an official call out to both Ant from Boltstorm and Angela from Potteries Gaming. I will get you guys on here and we will chat about how awesome you are for the community and all the different stuff you do and why you do it. I think that is a huge insight for people to, with any small business, but definitely businesses like ours, is to know that it's not a get rich quick thing. It's not a, oh, I want a business and employees and not have to do anything. It's a passion. It's a love. And sometimes that passion and love for this hobby, or for whatever community it is you are, and then you do open up a business in it, sometimes it actually means you do less of that, but you get that paid back not in any financial means, but in the means of seeing other people get into it and do it, and knowing that you get to help facilitate that. It's a lot of why I do Bear's Army, where we take the models into the hospitals for people to do while they're going through dialysis or families dealing with mental health issues and stuff like that, because I know how this hobby's helped me and I want to help others. And even if I don't get those models to play with and build with, that's fine. Be seeing the smile on people's faces or hearing the stories and seeing their paint jobs, that's just 10 times better than anything that ever come from my little work table. So yeah, I'm sorry this is a little more down of a video, but I think it's an important video to say for the community. And we got this. And as a community, we are strong. The wargaming community is one of the most accepting, well, tabletop hobbies in general community is one of the most accepting, diverse communities you can be a part of. And I think what everybody thinks of a future of, it doesn't matter your race, your creed, color, your gender, that's tabletop gaming, that's gaming caps now. Or at least that's how they should be. That's how all the ones I've went to are ran. And I think we have a duty in this hobby and in people in general to keep pushing that. Even if it is just going to the shops to hang out, play a game, pay a table fee, buy a pop. Still helping towards that dream, not just for our community here in tabletop wargaming, but society in large. Because my kids might not ever want to do tabletop stuff, but they are now raised, they've been raised around these shops, they've been raised, you know, they're around the people that see how we interact with each other, and they're going to bring that into whatever communities they go into when they're older. And this is a community for all ages, and that's another great thing about it. So, sorry to have ranted. I know this was a 15-minute video. I might be a little over by the time I'm done with my outro, but I am Appalachian, so it takes me a while to say goodbye. just like talking to you guys. But this has been Boots War Gaming. Support your local shops any way you can. Another shout out to my favorite locals, Leak, Bolt Storm, keep up the good work. Love the tournaments. Love the league you guys are doing. Had to reschedule my league game. And that hurt my heart. But it's I'm so excited to see you guys again. Potteries Gaming, all the volunteers, all the staff, all the customers. You are a family, just like Boltstorm has become a family. We will protect each other. Sorry a horrible thing has happened, but we'll get through it together. And as a community, we will just keep on keeping on and doing what we always do. So, it's been Boots War Gaming. See you guys next time.